County, Pennsylvania is nestled between Buffalo, New York, and Cleveland, Ohio. Parts still have a pastoral feel, and folks with family roots in the soil say they're proud of that heritage.
This region in southeastern Erie County was all originally settled as farmland in the early 1800s. Our family in particular started a dairy farm here in 1858.
Brian Young owns Young Family Farm in Wattsburg. He says the 200-acre farm isn't large enough to sustain itself on agriculture alone, and so his family maintains it primarily as a tradition.
So today, this is something we keep alive for our children and for our family legacy and history by growing row crops such as corn and soybeans.
Some, still tied in some way to farming here, told Reuters that their costs are foremost in their mind when it comes to voting in the November 5th, 2024 presidential election. State data estimates there are about 250,000 farmers in Pennsylvania.
We're in Waterford, Pennsylvania this morning. This is our home farm.
Mark Troyer runs a family business that includes managing hundreds of rental properties in Florida, but his roots are here on a family farm. He said rising salaries for staff and rising costs of fuel have hit the business hard.
We've needed to expand our pricing on employees, and it's been pretty difficult. Of course, tractors, you'll see some big equipment here. Everything is more expensive, more, emission standards has taken our tractors and doubled and tripled the cost of them.
And when it comes to the election, Troyer says he's supporting Republican candidate Donald Trump because he feels Donald Trump supports folks like him.
He has his own faults, but I do feel that his track record was pro-business, and farming is a business. This is a business.
These voters and their voices may matter because Erie County is something of a bellwether in a crucial swing state. Republican President Donald Trump won Erie County in 2016. 4 years later, the county voted for Democratic President Joe Biden. In both those contests, the winner in Erie County also won the state of Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania is seen as a must-win state by both Democratic and Republican presidential campaigns. People like Troyer and Young cheered the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act signed into law by Trump in 2017. They want to see some of those temporary cuts extended beyond 2024.
Our direct hope is tax. Honestly, tax cuts that already occurred. We want the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act to continue.
The Congressional Budget Office has estimated that extending the taxpayer-favorable TCJA provisions would add $4.6 trillion to the national debt over the next decade. And pro-Trump views rub up against competing ideas here in Erie County. Lisa Gross supports Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris, despite her neighbor's preference for Donald Trump.
I think that she's going to be a great choice. I think everybody should think what they're doing. He doesn't care. He doesn't care one way or the other about who lives or dies and who prospers and who doesn't. And I feel that she does, and that's why I'm voting for Kamala.
The latest Reuters Ipsos poll shows Harris and Trump effectively tied nationally.